Hello there, my name is ELMER Diaz and I'm in the kitchen. Today is Friday and I am making dinner for tonight. First of all, I started with 6 pieces of chicken, drumsticks and chicken thighs. I also got cloves, badilla and cumin, comino in Espanol, and I have some bay leaves. Also, I chopped a garlic, just one little thing. Here's my chicken, which you later will see how it will turn. This is the next step. You cover your pan very tight so the flavor won't go out. Put it in the fridge for about an hour or so. The second part of this video today is adding your vegetables into your already marinated chicken. Here's what you do is you peel the potato. In this case, we love red potatoes. I will show you how this is done in the following segment. Especially if you like a lot of vegetables, you will enjoy putting a lot of vegetables in this plate. It's not actually just meat. It's actually also one of my favorite things to do. Is I don't like to cook very much, but you know, sometimes I have to do it because I get hungry and I'm tired eating outside. So you know what, you can make this good meal for only $15.56. You can make a meal for like 14 people. Anyways, this is how you peel a potato for those who don't really know how to cook like me. Anyways, here, second, and we'll be back with more. Here you go. Make them in little rounds. Sort of like potato chips, but you know, it's a little. Here, I'll show it to you. Here is the potato chips. This is an onion. You cut them like this, so that way you have a nice base. And you get a little container like this where you're gonna put the onions. What you do is you cut the onions in half, so you have this, and then you're gonna cut the onions in strips, like this. There you go. And first you gotta do also, it's add chayote. It's sort of like a squash, but it's a very we use this in the Spanish culture. So chayote is one of the best also vegetables that you can put into this recipe. But make sure you wash your vegetables as much as you can, and then cut the end of it. So you got to do it again this way. In this case, I'm not adding much jalapeno, but I will add this at the last, after the food is already cooked. Next, it's adding tomatoes. Just cut the base. You won't be able to stand tomatoes. This is fun. This is fun. Sometimes tomatoes don't stand, but if you cut the base, like this, they roll. So just cut a little bit at the base, and you'll be able to put them like that. I always like to put my tomatoes this way, so that way I use it this way. You cut them like this, and then what you do again, do the same thing that we did with the onions. Okay, just don't cut them too thin, because you also want to taste the little tomatoes. I'll put them in the container. Cut them like this. Make little strips of your tomato. Remember, if you like a lot of tomatoes, you can add as much as you can. There you go. Make sure don't get them too ripe, but get them juicy, okay? Because that's what is going to help out in the cooking process of this meal. So here we have our chayotes in cubes. Also, we have some potatoes in water so that they don't get brown. And I have some tomatoes. Yay! Hello again, this is Elmer, and here is the chicken that I was talking to you about. Remember the potatoes, you throw the water away. This is the fun part of this meal. Remember the chayote squash I told you about? Also add them on the top. And then add your onions. Sprinkle your onions all over the plate. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna add your tomatoes. Okay, the top is tomatoes. Remember, don't cut them too thin, because it will, when you do this, just put the juice. Remember that once the tomatoes will start cooking, all the juice, it will go inside. It will help to cook. And now you add, this is olive oil. Okay, what you do, you can use the measurements. I use my tablespoon as Mama's recipe. So you use at least, sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on top of your vegetables. I'm gonna use 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil. I usually use regular oil, but in this case, since there's a lot of vegetables in there, I'm gonna use olive oil. Here we have our chicken. It's covered with potatoes, chayotes, tomatoes, and onions. And here we are. The next step, after you put all the vegetables, just cover your pan with the aluminum foil the way I showed you before. Again, I am here at my kitchen, and I am ready to put this chicken inside the oven. First, what you do is you gotta heat your oven for about 5 minutes or so at 350. The temperature of 350 would help you to get a better cooking. And just put it in the oven for about an hour and a half. Also, as you see, I put a little bit of cilantro on top of the vegetable. Not much, just to add a little bit of flavor. So you can just put out a little bit of cilantro. It's not chopped, as you see that, but it will give a better flavor. Leave it in your oven at 350 for about 45 to 1 hour. We'll be right back. Hello, this is Elmer Diaz again, and I am done. This is what it looks already cooked. Anyways, it will taste good. Enjoy the view, and I'll enjoy the food. Hello, this is Elmer. Here it's already served with white rice. So we'll see how this turn out. Smells good, and I know it's good. Enjoy the view, and I'll enjoy my plate.